Hey everyone, Dr. D here. Today, what I want to talk about is entrepreneurial persistence. Research is clear that first-time ventures have a very hard time succeeding, and we all know that. You've heard the data that first-time entrepreneurs have a very high tendency to end up in failure. But what's also clear from the literature is that your second and third time out, you're going to do better. And that in part is because you're learning lessons along the way. And my colleagues and I have done some research on what we call entrepreneurial persistence. And this is a big problem for a lot of entrepreneurial ecosystems that are trying to get off the ground and trying to get going, is that people drop out of the entrepreneurial life path or the entrepreneurial professional career path once they experience that first failure. It's devastating. They take it personally. They aren't able to rebound in an entrepreneurial way from that failure. And as it turns out, if you go out and do it a second and third time, you can be successful. Now, there's only one caveat to that research finding, and that is that you need to be self-reflective. You need to understand what role your own personality, your own skills, your own talents, your own commitment plays in the success or failure of the venture. So being self-aware is very, very important. And persistence is something that came to mind today because I read an article in the Wall Street Journal about the Subway co-founder, and I've got the article right here. Peter Buck, he recently died at the age of 90. And, how did he come up with the idea of Subway, which has 40,000 stores all over the world? And he was a very humble, quiet billionaire. In fact, he had $1.9 billion at his death. And it was interesting in the article that he started the first sandwich shop in partnership with a graduate student who he loaned $1,000 to, and they started this sandwich shop. And it took them 15 years to become cash flow break even. So you talk about entrepreneurial persistence, right? And commitment to the vision. When I see something like that, I just am amazed at what can happen with the entrepreneurial lifestyle and making a commitment to this as a lifelong endeavor. In fact, it can lead to 40,000 Subway shops and a humble multi-billionaire kind of status. So my message today is entrepreneurial persistence, not only in the venture that you're creating, but into the entrepreneurial lifestyle as a whole.